day. From Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's a special Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. See Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Tyrod Taylor and the LA Chargers.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Returning. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The veteran Tyrod Taylor gets set to lead this Chargers offense as they take the field.
Many in the outside world see Tyrod Taylor as a bridge quarterback since the Chargers moved on from Phillip Rivers and drafted Justin Herbert. But head coach Anthony Lynn, he sees much more than that. They were together as play caller and quarterback in Buffalo when they went to the playoffs, and Coach Lynn believes that Tyrod Taylor can replicate that in Los Angeles.
6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn
is. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
On second down and 4, Taylor, and that'll be incomplete. Taylor took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. Taylor will throw again. Finding Williams once more, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd and short.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
1st and goal from the 3. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Taylor will throw. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
3. Bills, nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Long converted the field goal. Now he handles the kickoff duties. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bills make their way out, led by their third-year quarterback from Wyoming. At 24 years of age, it's Josh Allen.
I think the development of Josh Allen as the starting quarterback in Buffalo has been rapid. We knew he had a big arm coming out of college. People question his accuracy, his decision-making a little bit, but I think that continues to improve as well. And the biggest surprise, how well he's used his legs to give them an extra dimension in the running game. And give him credit, his completion percentage last season was up 6 points from the year before. He continues to improve.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll set up the throw from the gun. And now he'll tuck it and run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bills nothing.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
1st and 10.
Good catch and a good pickup of a 1st down by Devin Singletary. And I do think the Buffalo Bills are going to get him more involved in the passing game this year. 29 catches as a rookie. I think he'll double that number this year. One of the best parts of his game, making the first tackler miss. And he does it so well inside. When he gets out on the perimeter, it should be even better. I think he's going to be a nice weapon for the Bills moving forward.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Joey Bosa.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 27. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On 1st down, Allen. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Taylor and the Chargers come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. After the interception, here's Taylor. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 39-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Taylor a handoff. It's Eckler. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 25-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Allen alone to the right. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now it's Taylor. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
To Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Ty Long set to kick.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 41-yard line.
The tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3. It's 3rd and 7.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
That's good.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And again, it's Allen. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
After review of the play, the ruling on
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. That's caught at the 3. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Now the try here for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Reed. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Allen's got it over the middle. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Taylor, and he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Tyrod Johnson able to pick it, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown, Bills.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Back to the air, Taylor after the pick six. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And this complete to Henry over the middle. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Taylor. On the screen, this is Eckler. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Andre Roberts is deep for Buffalo. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. It was a terrific first half from the mobile big man quarterback, Josh Allen. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Time on, set to kick.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 20.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the 27, Allen. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Brings up third.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jerry Tillery with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Watch out for Hill on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession, but at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Taylor and the Chargers come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. A fake to Eckler. Now here's Taylor. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Here's Ty Long now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
49, guys. Mike.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Kevin Singletary.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 26.
Singletary.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They go right back to Singletary. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Singletary. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the 16, Allen, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Pass intended for Dawson Knox. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 4th down.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass for the Bills field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
17. Chargers 10.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Taylor and the Chargers come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Taylor.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Taylor firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Taylor's
7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Taylor. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Vernon Butler breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Now Taylor. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Taylor. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Taylor gets this one to Hill. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here is Eckler. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. It's Eckler again. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year. Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top.
And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. That time a 9-play drive, and it was capped off by a Tyrod Taylor touchdown run. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Allen to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Allen. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 36. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Singletary again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the line.
Singletary here running out of the gun. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. They will run with Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Three yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
52's the mark. Watch the crowd.
They'll try to run this one in, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Of the goal line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Bills are going to get out of here winners. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
That's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.